What if I told you that the world's greatest innovations are being held back, not by a lack of talent or creativity, but by a broken financial system? Bitcoin is a new financial paradigm that incentivizes freedom, creativity, collaboration, and innovation on a scale that the world has never seen. Bitcoin isn't about making money, it's about unlocking human potential, and it's happening right before our eyes. Bitcoin is not just another financial asset, it's a tool for human empowerment. By giving individuals true ownership of their wealth, Bitcoin unlocks creativity and innovation. It shifts the focus from survival to creation and collaboration. This is because Bitcoin is scarce. There's only going to be 21 million coins between now and the end of time. So that means your money in a Bitcoin financial system holds its value. When you compare that to the fiat system, your money's value is constantly being siphoned via dollar debasement. So one analogy that I think is interesting is looking at the game of Monopoly, right? We have this board and you go around the board, you collect your income, you may pay some taxes, you land on property, you try to accumulate property so that you can stay alive in this fiat system, right? The money isn't very valuable. It's monopoly money, right? It was printed by the company that makes this game. So, yeah, your money isn't valuable. You're not incentivized to hold on to your money. You're incentivized to accumulate property and, move around the board. And that's exactly how our current financial system works. Our money doesn't hold its value over time, so you're incentivized to accumulate unproductive assets just to keep up with inflation. But on a Bitcoin standard, if you buy Bitcoin, that is like just stepping off the board completely, taking your monopoly money, buying some money that stores its value by its design, and you just walk off the board and stop playing this game where you're just running around in circles. You just run off the board and go live your life, right? And this transition from a fiat system to a Bitcoin system isn't happening overnight, right? The seeds are slowly being planted, but this shift is happening probably faster than most people think or expect. Most people just see Bitcoin as some speculative asset without really doing the research on what it is and why it was created and what problems it was created to solve. On a Bitcoin standard, people are free to explore their greatest passions, right? They're not incentivized to just work and put their money into things like stocks, bonds, and real estate just to keep up with inflation and maintain their standard of living. On a Bitcoin standard, the money holds its value, so you actually have the time, energy, and space to focus on your greatest gifts to humanity and how you want to elevate humanity. So these are the reasons Bitcoin was created, right? It was created as a gift to humanity. And I think most people don't see it yet, and that's exactly what makes this such a good opportunity to accumulate Bitcoin before anyone else. People aren't seeing this shift happening. They're, again, just seeing Bitcoin as basically a glorified stock that goes up and down in value, but it's so much more than that. It's a shift in mindset and how society functions and how we view money, right? A lot of people that don't see Bitcoin yet, they've never really asked themselves and tried to answer the question, what is money and how is it created? They have just accepted dollars as money because dollars have been money for so long and that's what they use to, live their lives. But they're not looking deeper into why their money is losing value so quickly, why things are getting so expensive. I think a lot of problems in the world, not all of them are created by broken money, by money that doesn't hold its value. And I like to keep revisiting this chart because I think it's a great visualization of how early we are to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, well, it's now at $2 trillion market cap, not $1 trillion market cap, but comparing this to all of the other, financial assets that people store their wealth in, Bitcoin is just a tiny speck on the page. I think most Bitcoiners know that Bitcoin is digital gold but better, so there's no reason we shouldn't at least already be at the market cap of gold. And then in terms of bonds, Bitcoin is already breaking into the bond market with MicroStrategy, or now Strategy, with their strategy of convertible bonds backed by Bitcoin. And there have even been recent talks about the US government offering some kind of Bitcoin backed bond. So just remember, although no one around you may see the Bitcoin paradigm shift yet, you do, and that's why this is such a great opportunity for you to accumulate this asset before the rest of the population does. Most people are not going to adopt Bitcoin until it's right in their face because they're not going and seeking what dollar debasement is and what the solution is to that problem, which is Bitcoin. So if you want to get yourself some Bitcoin, my personal recommendation for an exchange is River. They are a great Bitcoin only company and they have no fees on recurring purchases. And they also have a proof of reserve feature, so you can go on their website and verify on the blockchain that they actually own all the Bitcoin that they say they do for their clients. If you enjoyed this type of content, please leave a like and subscribe. That helps out the channel a ton. As always, together, let's work, save, and build a brighter future with Bitcoin. See you in the next video.